Hey everybody and welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. I hope you're doing well and trying to keep out of mischief. At least try, please. If you wouldn't mind, that'd be lovely. This is a current events reading for Yvette Cooper and has been suggested by Janet and Janet, as well as many other votes. I'll get to them in a minute. It's taken me several weeks to realise there are two Janets on this channel. Okay. I hadn't noticed there were two. and it was like, oh, they've changed their icon. Okay, fair enough. And then this happened in the last day or so where both of them suggested the same thing. And then it was like, finally the penny dropped. And I was like, I'm such a donut. So Janet and 59 at the last count voting up in the comments down below of their suggestions have all asked for this beautiful thing that is coming your way. If you are new here, please click that subscribe button and ding-a-ling that bell if you like this reading. You may not like the message, but if you could if you like the reading at least, it made me feel nice. And also, obviously, like the video, that genuinely, sincerely, and honestly so helps the channel. It is so amazing. Thank you so much for everybody who does that. And also, can I just say a big thank you while I'm doing gratitude and stuff like that. To all our knights and dames of Spamalot, whom are sharing out the videos on their other groups and other platforms and things like that. I cannot believe the awesomeness and the support and the responses from that and everything. Thank you so much for your generosity of time. That is beautiful. Thank you so much. This is the village, baby. This is the greatest good village. Because it takes a village to support everybody, and this is it in action. I am so grateful. So this is a current events reading for Yvette Cooper. And we'll find out what's going on here. They don't feel quite right. Okay, so let me just... yeah, okay, that's better. Right, so for the greatest good, for all concerned. Thank you. Always be appreciative. So here we go. Trying to be resilient. Nine of Wands. Persevering through, trying to make this happen, trying to keep her head down, trying to... all that kind of stuff. There's obviously been a lot of news recently, and even Janet and Janet both say, could we have an Yvette Fielding? You probably need Yvette Fielding to find Yvette Cooper's career at the end of this. Derek Cora. It's like, oh, Sam, thank you. Oh, yes. We found Yvette Cooper's career. It's over here. Sorry. That tickled. So could we have an Yvette Cooper reading, please, as we think she is knee-deep in lots of things in the news, most definitely. So she's trying to persevere through. She's trying to put this thing... Faith. She has faith in the situation. If you've been watching along, boys and girls, that is Starmer, Stuttering Starmer, coming up as the righteous emperor, kind of slime. That's why it's like, it doesn't feel nice when it comes up. Victory, success. I think they're going to cut. They're going to cut Cooper astray to save his bacon. That's what I'm getting here right now. That I'm a bit confused about the faith. Having faith in the situation, having faith. It's almost as if Yvette, this side, was accepting the information she was getting. There's something along the lines of that. But I'm a bit confused why. New cycle. There we go. There's the new change. Reflecting, Hermit card, trying to work out who's going to take over this new cycle, this kind of thing. Queen of Needles does not feel as if it's Starmer, though. Queen of Needles, Queen of Swords. I keep forgetting to translate from this deck to a normal tarot deck. This cutting out stuff, cutting out things, very unbiased, very to the point, can be quite cold in their approach to things. Feels as if it could be Lindsay Hoyle, the Speaker of the House, Parliament kind of thing. Kind of very annoyed. There's something here that's come to his attention, or this person's attention. Like I said, it feels as if it's Lindsay. That it's like, I don't care if you had faith or trust, I should say, in the information you were getting, but it's you lied, you this, that, and the other. Queen of Cups, Eight of Buttons or Pentacles. Queen of Cups is the one in charge for me of the cups. Feels like a flunky though, or kind of like chief of home office, civil service type people. Very kind of jobs worthy kind of thing. They're safe. It feels as if this information, they're just doing. I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my job. I'm just like, that's all I'm focused on is my job. What you do with it is completely up to you, right? That's up to you. Me down here, I'm just a flunky. Messenger card. This person has this person's leaked stuff to protect themselves. There is something going on here internally, this feels like, where this doesn't feel like leaking to the media as such, but it's because I think it's because it's gone through to like a different office. That's where the leak is, because whoever this person is, like I said, it feels like more parliament than government, if you get me. That's where this information is coming from. That's why people are livid. It's like palpable. Overarching energy, Two of Wands, trying to review the situation, where we're going to go next kind of energy, making a choice, kind of like this kind of feels like organizing plan B, C, D, E. A hasn't, we've just had A that didn't work very well. It's the subsequential things to protect bacon and stuff like that. That, like we've got with the Page of Swords here, flirting with new ideas, possibilities, wondering how we can maneuver through this. Swords are truth, knowledge, and information, but this feels, because it's Page of Swords, I always see that as can be a bit gossipy or kind of light-hearted, oh, you never guess what kind of energy. It's not substantial like the Knight. It's kind of shooting the crap. You never guess what. This is kind of, I think, over here how it leaked, like we were talking about over here, and is leaking. Interesting. So if you're new here, we always do a base level. We always do kind of like what's the kind of energies in general, and then we get the sexy out, which is our prediction deck. So let's have a butcher's at this. What do we see about this information? How's this going? How's this going to proceed? How's this going to maneuver for Yvette Cooper? That one definitely wants to come out. What's that? Resigns, leave office. For the greatest good for all concerned. That should be a footnote, really, because it came up while the shuffle, but let's leave it there. I feel like it's good there. Royal family, still keeping control. This is definitely not King Charlie Boy, Will, that kind of thing. This is keeping his authority, Starmer's authority. The ones reigning on the government kind of thing. he feels as if getting rid or oh I've got to go and do something else now kind of energy is going to protect his bacon. Uprooting, taking out, yeah. But this is not going to help. This doesn't feel like it's going to help the health of the government. This feels like it's going to be quite quick. Support role, supporting from the back benches, planned outcome, exactly, good outcome, solving a problem, rulership handover. So whomever is going to take over, it's going to solve the problem. It's going to be a short-term thing. It's just like, oh, it's just politics, love. I'm so sorry, blah, 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 and all that kind of thing. But it was the Home Office that sent that tweet saying that they were all criminals before they had even been kind of processed through the system and all that kind of stuff. And it was, it's been quite a few mistakes on your watch. So it's like, it's probably best that you go back to the back benches and stuff like that. So passing the buck. Food shortage, though. This keeps coming up for Labour, as well as water. But we haven't got water here. This feels more kind of like trying to find ground, solid ground to build from. Just to get rid of, to throw somebody under the bus as a distraction so that they can be, still be victorious and kind of claim a win, as it were. So overarching heavy burdens, that's definitely been keep coming up. The moon, unclear. This feels as if they hope that this is going to prevent the domino effect that we've been predicting for quite some time. They hope this is going to kind of stop the what's the word I'm looking for? The leak in the boat, the sinking ship. You don't feel like it. The food shortage here feels as if like they're running out of ideas. They've tried to ignore it. They've tried to do multiple things. They've claimed that like a majority of the country are far right and all that kind of stuff. We've all lived through it. So it's one of those situations where I'm sorry, we've got to have a kind of sacrificial lamb kind of energy. I forgot to get my other deck out, tarot deck, so bear with me. I'm just going to plonk them there for a second. They were still in the box. I was such a numpty, I completely forgot. I was so eager to do this reading for you that I was like, oh, let's get going. And then it's like, whoopsie. Whoops-a-daisy. There we go. So are they the right way around? Yes, they are. Right, okay. So then, any more advice for the people watching this video? Where is this going for the greatest good for all concerned? Thank you. Always be appreciative. So, and can I just say, as this is the first opportunity I have in real time to say so, thank you so much for all the lovely people whom have kind of signed up on the website with their village ID and have ordered readings, personal private readings via the website. That's the only place you can get personal readings from myself. Just follow the steps at the top. You only need to do step 1 and step 2 the first time you're setting yourself up, as it were. And then you just do step 3 as you go on from there. I have been blown away by people's trust. And I see it as such for reaching out and ordering from there. The link is down below in the description if you're interested. greatestgoodtarot.com/shop. That's the only place. I will never solicit it in the comments or anything like that. But just sincerely, thank you so much. So we've got the World card, new cycle, planting the seed of opportunity, Page of Pentacles. See what I mean? It just feels like this. They expect it to be kind of, oh, we're being an accomplishment. It's going to be a good thing. We're going to start again and all that jazz. But it feels as if it's just too little. The sacrificial lamb is just too little, even if it is Yvette. You know what I mean? It's just not going to quench the thirst. That's what the heartbreak is. She was 100% on board, but it's like, I'm sorry, you've got to. Queen of Swords again. Like I said, this Queen of Swords doesn't feel like government. I feel like there is some form of conversation happening between, and I have to be completely honest here. It may be a different department, but it feels as if it is Parliament versus government. That's what it feels like, holding them to account. You know, we know that Yvette, for example, completely as an example, said this when she already knew that ... We already know that she's done this, that, and the other in Parliament, even though it's coming out, and we all know that's why we're shutting stuff down and blah blah blah. But we know, so sort it out pronto. It got that energy about, and that's what the heartbreak is, because she was all in, with this, with stuttering Starmer. Empress here, Hierophant here, following the rules. Ten of Swords, end of a cycle. The Empress here. Notice she's looking, I always look at the card pictures as well, looking the opposite direction. Feels like Angela Rayner. Biding her time. If you've been watching, if you haven't already, go back, please, and watch her reading, because she kind of knew this is where it was going. And I keep referring to her as like a pig in crap, kind of gleefully waiting from the sidelines, kind of waiting for it to all fall apart, because she could see it from a mile off, and just bit her tongue and bit her tongue and bit her tongue to the point where she's tasting blood for the last year or so, but she's still kind of, you know what I mean? It's like, and it's all kind of happening as she kind of predicted it would, just faster. So she's trying to keep away from it. She's trying to keep her hands clean, because it's just not going to be enough. It's just not going to be enough of a sacrifice on the altar, as it were, the governmental altar. Hierophant, in this instance, is feeling like it's organizations, kind of rules, regulations, that kind of stuff. That's what's caught her out. Ten of Swords, end of a cycle, painful ending, kind of sacrificial, like out, heartbroken, kind of backstabby energy. There's no friends in politics, that kind of thing. Speaking truth, calling it out with a judgment card. We always do it like that. We don't know why. I hope you play along at home. Hope you sound as much of a donut as I do every time I do it. It's like, it's like lovely. Three of Pentacles, reforming foundations. It's like, okay, this feels like the three main people left, i.e. Rayner, Reeves, stuttering Starmer. That's what I'm getting here. And it's okay. We can build a foundation on that, us. Okay, we can make this happen. And the last card, Queen of Pentacles. It almost feels as if there's somebody else taking responsibility on the front bench, and I don't recognize this energy. The Queen of Pentacles is the middle empress. I always say there's three empresses in tarot. There's Hawk Lady, which is the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, she grows into, and then the Empress, the big, honker at the end, the big kind of powerful one, right? So it's one of those situations where the Queen of Pentacles here is kind of watching on the sidelines, these three. And it feels as if they are nurturing something like Mumsy, nurturing a new idea, because they can see all three are on the chopping block, all four if you count Yvette, right? So it's that kind of in the sidelines, kind of like, okay, let's just kind of hunker down, sort this out, keep quiet, try not to be. If they ask you to kind of make statements, you kind of brush them aside, kind of like keep neutral, that kind of energy. Overarching energy, magician, trying to manifest, taking action, trying to make things happen. Underlying energy, balancing out the situation. Two of Pentacles, trying to fix this and get back on the priorities. It feels like fix this imbalance, trying to bring it neutral to then be able to get back to the priorities. This has been a distraction, blah blah blah. But you've caused the distraction. It's that kind of thing. So this is seeming quite interesting. Like I said, I'm really excited to find out who this Queen of Swords is, because they've come up twice in this reading to kind of like put the foot down. Like I said, feels external but holds power. So, but it doesn't feel like like royal family. This feels kind of the elite side of things. So truth, knowledge, and wisdom. The final kind of bit, as always. Truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. The greatest good for all concerned. Thank you. Right. Paying off. Persuasion to leave. Kind of like, look, we've got to, you've been caught out, kind of thing. We're letting you go to save the greater good, kind of thing. Yeah. Awkward, but they're blind. They're blind to this situation. They're blind to the fact they think this is going to end the gobbing, the madness. You've now got the farmers on the protesting side as well. So you've got like Tommy's lot. You've got the farmers. You've got. I'm just trying to think now. The unions have kind of been paid off a bit, haven't they? They've kind of like they've been sorted a bit. They're not as gobby. Some of them are not as gobby as they once were. That's but it's just a very awkward situation, because more and more people are standing up against. All they need to do, like we've talked about in yesterday's readings, is that I don't think they see that, if they start clubbing together, like I predict they do, that definitely is then squeaky bum time. It's fated. This situation is fated. Pride, self-esteem, self-worth. This Queen of Pentacles kind of like doing what Angela Rayner should be doing, keeping stum, not being gleeful, just kind of biding their time, nurturing like a plan. What are they up to? FG. Biding their time, because they can see the troublesome trio will be gone very, very shortly. Overarching energy. Yeah, they're caught in their own trap, caught in their own trick, caught in their own stupidity. Underlying energy, it's cursed, misfortune. Not only, obviously, Yvette, as we talked about here, but it's just a ticking time bomb, it feels like. It's just one by one, it's just going to start crumbling down. I will say this now. The energy I'm getting here is that, what's that? Fright, fearful. Yeah, I would be. The issue they've got here, and I'll say this now, is that as soon as Yvette goes, there'll be blood in the water. And bit by bit, I think Reeves will be next. Primarily because if you've been following the UK bond market, it's either gone close or surpassed where Liz Truss's kind of bond market went up to. Up is bad on that side of things. So already, and people are not feeling it right now, but as soon as, they soon will be, when interest rates balloon out of control for mortgages and stuff like that, because it's either gone up to where it was with Liz Truss even, or beyond it slightly. So it's just like, yeah. So I believe kind of Reeves is definitely next. It's just waiting for people to realize it. If you get me, it's just like, as soon as, just wait, because that is very quick. And stuttering Starmer is, but the thing is as soon as they get rid of Cooper, it's blood in the water. That's it. It's a domino effect, and it really does fall apart quite quickly. So, happy bouncy. So if you enjoyed this reading, like I said, please click that like button, because it really does help out the channel and stuff like that. If you are new here and you enjoyed this reading and how I do it, please click that subscribe button, dingling that bell. Come and join the Greatest Good Village. That is what we do, is to join and club together and be the change we want to see and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. If you have any suggestions for future readings, please put them down in the comments down below, and like upvote other people's suggestions if they resonate with you, and also your thoughts about the reading in general. But we're going to leave it here, I think. So until next time, all right, take care, look after yourself, be well, and thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.